Well, he brings message from the king, and I thank God that we now have a king in the UK. And OJ actually went to shake hands with a king, so I know that the pounds will flow. More money is coming into the system now that he's here with us in Ghana. We are just delighted to have him. Minister OJ, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
You look good.
Thank you.
You look beautiful. I like the hair. I like everything. Your outfit. Yeah, your husband must be happy home. Yeah.
Sure,
good to see you.
Good to see more money. He has to give me.
You are glowing in glory.
Amen. 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 How is wifey? How are the children?
They are good. They have good. I mean, they have no choice.
They don't want to come along.
Oh, but they are coming around. They are coming around August.
Nice.
Yeah, they are coming around August. Yeah, I'm bringing them for the first time in a long time.
In a long time.
Yes, now they know the difference between here and there. So I want them to keep having a taste of how
that's
home
right.
feels.
It's very
like.
important.
Yeah. I don't want to raise my children with the perception that life is all about abroad. No, there is another.
Some Africa somewhere.
Yeah, get a combination of everything because the world has become a global village. You can get opportunities at other places.
That's right.
So you are good.
Wow, nice.
It's good to come back home.
It's good to see you. I mean, it's a year now, right?
Yeah, I think it's about 2 years or so. Yeah, when I released Medru.
Yes. Yeah, we're here for Medru.
Yes, please.
And that was the last time we had a conversation.
Yeah.
And Medru.
I like that. I think I came somewhere last year, but it was for just a brief moment.
Yes,
and I went back.
Yes. But why the hiding? Because you are someone who you have built your fan base already.
Yeah.
Let me put it that way. More people are yet to talk to you. More people are yet to know. The next generation is yet to know you and all that. But you have a solid fan base. If it's like 1,000 people, let me give you the least, like 1,000 people. These people are yearning for you every day. They want to hear from you. Why have you starved them?
I've not starved them. Even now, I think I'm keeping pace with consistency because I used to space my release time even longer. So it is now that I'm even bringing it closer because when I look at the space between Adomini Odo and Letisa, it was about 7 years. Etisane and my Samopen, that was like 3 years. So now I'm reducing it. It's barely 2 years. That's okay. But now I have a lot of songs. So now
but you've always had songs.
Yeah, I have songs. So now I'm going to release them.
You have songs.
We've recorded about 10 songs.
Wow.
And we're going to release them in bits because of the nature of my songs. My song, it grows on you. Songs like Titebo Time, Semi Biema Notice, now that even after 20 years, it's now that people have falling in love with the songs.
Timeless.
Yes. So because of that, I don't think I have to overfeed the people by pushing all my songs down their throats. It will be difficult for them to carry it on their necks. So I take my time. So now within a space of every 6 months or every 3 months, I'll keep releasing. That's what I'm going to do.
I mean, it's fine if that's your strategy, but it's just that we want to see you. We want to hear
but
from
I'm
you.
here. We are here. We're having an interview here.
There are some artists who may not release songs necessarily, but you feel their presence.
Yeah.
It's either they are doing hosting a live on social media, you go to this event, you see them, they are doing...
I hold live on TikTok. I'm quite active. Oh, but I mean, it's all good. It's better to start than not to start at all.
So I saw you on TikTok. I was like, wow,
I'm there.
Good.
And
we need more of this.
I have a huge flow in there. So even the release of my new song, we started off from TikTok.
Wow.
Yes, and it has received massive support.
Powerful.
Yes. I mean, it's trending there.
I like the fact that you guys are embracing this new culture.
The social media, you can't skip it. That's how the world.
Is it going to affect your style of writing? Because the younger generation will pay.
It's not so much of, we still have old souls among the young
That's
people.
Right.
Yeah, because there are people in their 20s who still gravitate towards my music. They still love it. And sometimes I ask them, do you understand the lyrics? Do you understand the content? They said, yeah, we do. Yeah, so what I will do is, the engine is not going to change, but the body that carries the car, that is the instrumentation, is what I'm going to work on it. So now what I do is I engage a lot of young producers. So I bring the lyrics, then we put it into a structure, into a frame that they can easily embrace it. Okay. So the song that I've come out with, there are other songs on it. I have CCM, I have all sort of music on it. Yes.
And Medru, it's like you just dumped the song on us and you left.
I did not dump it.
Because it's a very good song. Like any of the old songs that you've written, Meju matches up to it.
Yeah.
But I know that a lot of musicians will say promotion nowadays have become a bit tougher than it used to be. But I just felt that this is not the OJ. Like, OJ just left the song and left.
I did not leave it. What happened was, when I bring out a song and you know that the song is good, you've heard it. If it's good, boh. Yeah, because you can't spend a whole year promoting one song.
It's true.
There are other songs that needs to be out there. Now that social media is there, if I direct you to my social media handles,
Yeah.
YouTube, Facebook, whatever, the songs are there. Anytime you visit that place, you get the opportunity to listen to the song. And one thing I keep telling people is, there is always a situation to an OJ song. Sebibin Towa, you won't look out for my song. And when something happens to you, there is an OJ song that can address that issue. So for me, when I play the song, I've done it. I've left it. It is there. When the song is nice, you dance with it.
Yeah.
When you fall into a situation, you go and look for a song that will give you the solace you are looking for. So it's not that I dump the song on the people and I leave them. I also told myself that before I hit 40, I told myself that wherever I'll be in any part of the world, as soon as I hit 40, I'll be very close to my family. Because I've got kids. I've got family that I also need to take care of.
That's right.
Because I'm blessing other people outside. I'm being a blessing to them. You are traveling from here and there. You are all over the place at the neglect of your family. That is not a good thing to do. Because I don't want my children to grow up and detest whatever God gave me.
That's right.
Because in ministry, it has to be whole. It has to be a balanced ministry. Because there are people who have done very well outside, but they have a broken home. I don't want my kids to tell me that the world and the church took you away from us. So, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like what you just said, because I know a lot of pastors say this thing a lot, that the kids are grown and the kids don't even want to hear anything about church.
It's true.
Or don't even want to hear anything about pastors because of how the church took their father.
I'm teaching them
away
piano.
from
I'm
them.
teaching them how to write music. I'm pouring myself into them.
That's great.
Every Sunday evening, I have something that I do with them. I said, let's work on the mind. Yeah. I sit with them. I ask them difficult questions, and they also ask me tough questions, and I explain it to them. I want to pour myself into them, because says you see this work that we are doing, sometimes we are busily hustling, we are busily going everywhere, doing everything possible to make sure that we bring food on the table.
Yeah.
But it is not what you leave for them. It's about what you leave in them. Because if I leave a lot for my kids and I don't leave anything in them, whatever I left for them, they will destroy it, because they will not know the value.
Right.
So in ministry, balance is key. The people who hail you, I mean, you are my hero, you are my minister, that's fine. But not at the expense of my family. Yeah, and I have we are in 2024, the next 5 years, they will all be up to a certain level that I can bounce back and do all these things that I'm doing again. Yeah.
I mean, this is great. This is a great idea, and I hope that a lot of ministers will embrace it. But people normally say that bouncing back is as difficult as starting afresh.
It's not difficult for me. By the grace of God, we have the grace to do it. Anytime I bring out a song, I was telling somebody that I think I'm one of the most privileged gospel artists or Ghanaian artists, that anytime I bring out a song, it receives a very resounding welcome.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Which is good.
And because of the content of the song, it is lyrics based. So once I'm painting a picture through what I'm saying, the people can always identify with it. So when you come, they say like, oh yeah, he's back, and they rush for it. And because I also space it up a bit, so they yearn for what is he bringing out this time around. So this thing that we are doing, apart from prayer, you have to be strategic about what you are doing. Because I've done it close to about 25 years now. And the people that have started off around 25 years, how many of them do you see around?
No.
Or how many of them do you still see them being relevant?
That's right.
Yeah, so grace can home, but we're also quite strategic about how we take our steps.
I know that you've already said that you want to dedicate time for family and all that. But this time, are you with a solid mind where you're going to say, now we're going to push OJ's brand to a certain level where we're getting to get brands sign him up and all that, because it's long overdue. I mean, with the songs that you've done and all that, by now, this top brand should have used any of them for as their theme songs and put your face on their brands. Are you working towards like?
Yeah. We've started doing that. Even
Okay.
do you know that even my presence on the social media was quite on the low, but now it's not like that. Now we are coming up. And life changes, you also have to adapt to change.
Yeah.
Yeah. During that time, there was nothing like social media. It was all about radio and TV, that's it. But now, where the world is getting to, you have to get a lot of young people on the board because it is their world. They know how things work. So we are doing all that in terms of branding. Even with my video, I dress as a very young person. So we are doing that. Wow. For the branding and being signed on other brands, it will come. It will come. I believe in time. I believe in time it will come. You do a good thing, do a good job, have a good product. Your product will have a way of attracting the right people to come on board. Yeah, it's not about competition.
Great.
It's about fulfillment and the impact it's having on the people.
Now let's zoom in straight to the new song. I mean, this is a kind of song that you just fall in love with it the first time you hear it. Oh yes, I told Albert that it's a good one. It's a very good song. And I know you've received feedback so far, but what are some of the profound things people have said about the song?
It's been good. And one thing is, people are telling me that, Minister, it looks like you sang the song for me. Because I can see myself in the song. I can see that you are telling my story in a way that I did not even think to that level. And whenever you come out with a song and you get that kind of feedback, it is positive. Because it's talking about grace. God's grace affects each and every one. The fact that you can breathe, you are sound, you are sane. Grace is keeping you at that level. So anytime you sing about grace, everybody can identify with it. And I was trying to remind people about the things God has done for us, what grace has done, how far we have come. If you look at Medru, life has been a journey. Look at where God picked you from. So I said, Sometimes pick some of your old pictures, the pictures that you took 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and compare it to your current looks. You see that you have traveled far. So sometimes you need to sit down, sit back, reflect, and count your blessings, and you see how far the Lord has brought you. So Adoma Shasie is about how grateful that I am to God because of what grace has done in my life.
Wow, powerful. Yeah. And looking at your life, I know some people have heard about your life story, how your parents raised you and all that. But I'm sure, as you said, the new generation don't really know how OJ started. Now, for your mother, she's still alive, right?
My mom is still alive.
Great. What is a new song now? Like, what does she say now, looking at how her boys are doing? You know, I'm not sure there's any one person in your family who isn't doing well now.
By the grace of God.
Yes.
My mom feels fulfilled. I think among my siblings, I was the only one who used to give a lot of trouble.
Oh, really?
Because I knew what I wanted while I was young. Yeah, I told her that I wanted to do music, and she wanted me to do something else. So with the support of my dad was like, the young man knows what he wants to do. Leave him. If it works for him, you will see the results. If it doesn't work, he'll bounce back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember I left home at the age of, I think, 18 or 19.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I told my mom, "Missy my music." It was tough. At that time, I was an instrumentalist at CCC in Kumasi. So pastor had rented a place for the musicians. So I got one room with a student's mattress. Meanwhile, I had a bed and everything at home. One of the things I wanted to do was I wanted to shake my keys. Anytime I went back home, I wanted to prove to my mom that, you see, I have a single room that I've rented. Yeah. And it was tough at that time. But I believe that in life, what brings respect is results. What brings respect is results. When people don't believe in you, work as hard as you can. Work as hard to prove them wrong. So sometimes you need opposition. You need opposition to fire you up there. Because if everybody is saying something good about your product or the things you do, you feel a bit complacent. So I think I needed that push. I needed to prove to my mom that the music that I said I want to choose it as a career is something that I can do and it can yield positive results. And I remember when I had my album launch, they said my mom came on stage to wipe my face with a hanky, to wipe my sweat. I didn't even know that she was the one.
Wow.
I was so engrossed in what I was doing that I think maybe I shut it off or something like that. And she's now happy. Sometimes she said, "Oh, me bani Nana, that's Nana. OJ is my son. My mom is fulfilled," and she's very.
Thank God.
They who are listening to me, when you choose a career, go to God in prayer. When God revealed you to yourself and said, "This is the path that I've charted for you," follow it. Work with every strand of strength within you.
Yeah.
And I believe by so doing, with the help of God and with the grace being activated in your life, you all see the results. Yeah.
And I think that is because the song is a personal testimony.
It is.
And people just connect with it as well, like, because they feel that you are speaking to, it's blessing yourself.
Yeah.
It's a testimony, it's a personal one, and of course you have to be blessed with your own song first before others
Exactly.
can catch on the
So
blessing.
that you know that there's a portion in the song that I said, "Lord, I want to thank you for the silent battles you fought for me."
A lot of them.
Lord, I want to thank you for the silent.
Wow.
So that God has fought a lot of silent
A
battles
lot,
for us.
a lot.
There are places that people have taken your name to, your pictures to, that you were not aware, but still,
all.
He keeps fighting for us.
There were deals that were supposed to come to you, and people said,
Yeah.
"Oh, Madonna doesn't deserve it."
Yeah.
And you know,
And some way, somehow,
somehow.
somebody, I mean, among the team will say, "Let's give it to
Let's
her."
give it to
I
her.
don't know why, but for some reason, I feel that we should give it to her. Let's give her the contract.
It's true.
Silent battles are going on. God is fighting for us. Sometimes you may be in traffic and you might be upset simply because somebody just cut right in front of you, and you get upset. Within the next 2 minutes, you will drive to the same place. By the time you hit the traffic light, you will notice that there's been an accident. So God fights a lot of silent battles for us. And I want you to know that don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on what God has done in your life. That will give you a reason and a basis enough to be grateful to God, because grace has been activated in our lives. Now you have the sense of smell, you have the sense of taste, you have the sense of touch. Somebody has got all the monies in this world, but they have insomnia. They can't even sleep for even 1 hour. You and don't cow crowd. God's grace transcends beyond human understanding. So
right.
count your blessings. Look at the number of times your heart has pumped blood. Look at the number of times oxygen has passed through your nostrils. Can you count all this? Tabulate them. Count them. Count your blessings. Blessings should not be only be quantified in monetary terms. You know, in our part of the world, because we see a lot of hardship, we think that the only thing that we value is money. But there are more things in life that goes beyond money. God has given you good health. God has given you sound mind. God has given you good family. God has given you a good education. God has given you a good place to live. God has given you 2 legs to walk with. Be appreciative of all those things that God has given you. And when you start counting your blessings and you remain grateful, the only time your tank will be full is when you are thankful. So if you want God to add more to what you are looking for, just be thankful. Because if you keep going to God with asking mindset, it's like, how often do we thank God? Let Adomashasi be a song that will give you basis enough to be grateful to God.
Hallelujah.
Adomashasi.
Wow.
I think I'll preach more than...
Yes. I mean, very soon we will see you more on the pulpit, I believe. Now, let's feel that voice. That someone said that between you and your brother, when they look at your brother, they think that he has a deeper voice. No,
Yeah, he does. In
he has
terms
a
of
deeper
talking
voice.
and in terms of singing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you have a lighter one.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm the least gifted, though, in my family.
You said it.
Yeah, I
some
keep
time
saying
ago.
it because I know what they carry. I know what my brothers carry. But mine is an Edina anointing. Yeah.
You're feeling Adomashasi Kaka. You're feeling voice.
If you're treating a medu baby, a medu. Na mi abasa so mi mu. Honey, madam, ashasie.
Wow.
Mribia etwemu no ni peti mi ufe. Na mi apeja mi ti ya ba mi adansi die na. Mi remfi ni erade ayama mi o.
Wow.
Se mi kaina mi dwene de nyame di medwa brabo mu na. Eye na dumo. Eye na dumo. Mi kikambo mu 1 2 3 4. Mi kikambo mu 6 7
Hey.
8 9 10. Mi kikambo mu eye na dumo.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, if the song doesn't speak to you, then you don't have a heart of gratitude, because no matter the circumstance you're in, God has definitely done something more than that situation you're in now. Trust me. You know, just count your blessings and you know. This is a good song.
Thank
but
you.
Lord, I
want to thank you for the silence. Lord, I want to thank you. You know, I started doing this long time ago. Even the new song that I've done, is about 70% English songs. Yeah, I write more English songs even than Tree.
We used to. I mean, it's not something like it's a new thing.
I started Adomni Odo. Lord, I need your grace.
You've been doing it, yeah.
I've been doing it. I mean, we've been doing this thing long time ago. Yeah, but the thing is, look at what works for you. Contextualize whatever you are doing in context. Which people are giving you the result that you are looking for? You are doing Footprint TV.
Or who has God sent you to?
Exactly. Footprint TV. What are your targeted audience? You are doing what you are doing because there are certain kind of people who gravitate towards what you are doing.
That's right.
So those are the people that you have to keep feeding. So if I do my songs and Ghanaians appreciate it, it's not how many people were you able to touch? How many people were you able to influence? Those are the things God is looking out for. Not so much about the numbers, but the consistency and the dedication and how obedient you were with your assignment. I believe that is the key.
That's right.
So if I sing songs in Twi, it doesn't mean we can't write in English. There are people in India who have huge following. On Tobro Funyumbia by India, he'll get to heaven and he'll get his crown.
It's true.
So go to God and ask God about your assignment. What role am I supposed to play? Am I a goalie or am I a striker? Ask yourself that. Am I a defender or am I an offensive midfielder? All of us can't do the same thing.
No.
The kind of music that I do, I bring people who are not in the fold, I bring them out of the world and I bring them into the fold. That's the kind of music that I do. So my music, it transcends beyond the borders of a church. Church people can identify with this. Those who don't go to church can identify with it. And I used to ask God, I said, why are you not, you've given me a lot of praise and worship songs, but when I sing those songs, it doesn't become like hits. It doesn't go all over. But when I do live related songs, those are the songs that I see the results. So by that, I told God that then let me stick to that. God says, I have called you to keep people as alive as possible. Bring hope and restoration to people. When we keep them alive, they will hear about my word from a preacher who is preaching to them. Then they will come to me. Into me role and me play, no. Yeah.
That's it. I believe the song is on all the top platforms.
It's there. It's everywhere. It's very Apple Music. It's on Spotify. It's on.
So these are Spotify,
Boomplay, Audio Man. It is there. It is also on all my socials, media
your
platforms.
social, share with that.
Minister OJ, TikTok, Minister OJ, YouTube, Minister OJ on X, Minister OJ on Instagram, Minister OJ on Facebook. As simple as that. I used to have real official.
I keep advising people. Use your name and let it simple.
It's there.
Yeah.
It's there. It's there. The world has become so busy that anytime you are churning out something, it has to be as simple as possible.
Simple.
Or make it difficult. People flip their phone and move to the next thing.
They'll leave you behind.
Yeah.
Wow. We can go on and on, but our time is up. I know that it's been insightful. You have learned a lot. This is like a whole book that he's written here on Footprint TV. But go and stream the song, okay? Give him the numbers on YouTube. Go and watch the video. And in case you've not seen the video, I know it's airing on Footprint TV, but when I sign out, you're going to see the video for yourself. But go and digest it yourself.
And sorry for cutting in. I have a couple of people that I need to acknowledge.
Oh, please go ahead.
Yes. The first person is my UK manager, Minister Daniel Chum. Oh. He's the one who shoots all my videos. Medru, Aduma Shasi, the visualizer, he's the one who shot it. Wow. And he and Minister Chris Apau, they are the technical producers. And the one who produced the album is my brother Joe Oware. Joe Oware Studios in Bedford, UK. And I had Esther Godwell on it. The BVs were nice. Esther Godwell, Pastor May, and myself. We did that, Aduma Shasi. Then also Kiki was on the keyboard. The bassist was my brother, our last born. He's in US. My brother Bernard, he's also in US. He's the one who played the bass. And Kofima worked well on the drums. And let me say a very big thank you to all the media outlets, the social media platforms. They have really helped in promoting this album. Special people like Gospel Billboard, Footprint TV, Kingdom Avenue, that is Aye, and also Lois Hype.
Yes,
they
yes,
are
voice, yeah.
they are blazing the trail. They've
Wow.
done very well. They've
We thank
pushed
God for their
everything that I'm
lives.
supposed to do. And a very special person to my beautiful wife.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. She's done well. She's done well. She's been able to hold me up
That's
to this
right.
level. And oh baby, I know worry now. You see increase and improvement in your life.
true.
So I don't play down on the people who have held me at all. So thank you so much, Ghana. Thank you so much, Footprint. Thank you so much, the Christendom. You've really supported everything that I've brought out.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. You are welcome. And we are also glad you are here. And thank you too for always blessing us with great
Thank you.
songs.